Internet people, welcome to the Internet Court of Public Opinion. And today we are diving into a topic that's been making headlines, people. Every newspaper is reporting this right about now. The so-called epidemic of prison officers, female prison officers, people, having sexual or inappropriate relationships with inmates in UK prisons. My gosh. In just the first few weeks of 2026, we've already seen multiple convictions. A 23-year-old officer jailed for relationships with 2 inmates, people. My God. Another caught on her own body cam, people. My God, you gotta go. Lord have mercy. And the viral Wandsworth sex case from last year, people. Former officers are calling it an epidemic that's too awkward to deal with, people. My gosh. You see these snow bunnies right here, these Caucasian Nubian queens right here, people? What drove them to shag the inmates, people? Isabel Dale, 23, HMP Coldenley, yes, HMP Coldenley, people. Jailed 3.5 years in January 2026 for having a romantic sexual relationship with 2 inmates, people. My God. She even had the tattoo of an inmate street name on her, people. Oh my God, people. She was involved in a smuggling plot. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus is Lord.
Alicia Novas. My gosh, people. My gosh. Started at 18, people, at the HM5 Wells. Jailed for 3 years for having months-long sexual relationships, people. Sending explicit Snapchat videos, people. And supplying. Oh my God, you're gonna love this one here, people. You're gonna love this one. Supplying cannabis and phones. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus is Lord.
Rebecca Pickard. My gosh. 46 HMP High Point, people. Jailed 32 weeks, everyone. Caught on her own body cam performing a sexual act in a store cupboard. You filthy tweet. She's getting spicy in the store cupboard, everybody. Oh, my Lord, people. And the most famous of them all, people. The most famous of them all. Ooh. People, look at this right here. Isn't that a little bit spicy? Indeed. Settle down. Linda de Sousa, a brew, people. If you pronounce it like that. And people, if I can't pronounce your name,
I don't give a fuck.
My God. Linda de Sousa, 30 HMP Wandsworth, people. Jailed 15 months in 2025, everybody. For her. My God. People. I can't even put you up. Oh, people. Jesus. But to understand how we got here, we need to go back in time. We need to find Doc, people. Where is Doc? People, we are Marty. We need to find the DeLorean and go back to the future, which is back to the past. And once we go back to the past, then we go back to the goddamn future. Shit. Toot the arms. Yeah. Look at this old fart right here. Anyway, let me get serious, anyway, people. Everybody good? Everybody good? Don't forget, I got the tea on the table. The table holds the tea. When I pick up the tea, guess what? I drink the goddamn tea, everybody. So, people, let's start at the beginning. In the early 1800s. My God, this is a goddamn history lesson, everybody. It's just like horrible histories. You watch that. Horrible histories. Shit. Okay, settle down. Again, people, let's start at the beginning in the early 1800s, okay? British prisons were hellish places, people, especially for women. In 1813, a Quaker woman named Elizabeth Fry visited Newgate Prison in London, everybody. What she saw, people, shocked her, people. Women and children herded together, drunk, half naked, people. Abused by the male prisoners and the male wardens. Fry describes sexual degradation. Degradation in it, people. That's it, where you go. Degrade at routine, people. Again, people. She founded the Association for the Imprisonment of Female Prisoners in 1817 and began campaigning, and her work directly influenced the Girls Act of 1823, everyone. A landmark law that mandated separation of male and female prisoners, everybody. Female warders to supervise female inmates only. No more irons and menaces for women in many cases, people. This was revolutionary. For the first time, the law said women prisoners should be protected by women officers. Fry's motto was essentially women looking after women, people. Big up Miss Fry. Woo! Women protecting women, people. My Lord. By the mid-19th century, purpose-built women's prisons appeared. In 1869, working female convict prisons opened, people. By 1877, female officers became a professional group in local prisons. Big up the females in the UK for making goddamn progress in a man's world. Making progress in a man's world. Shit. Big up the women. Settle down, man. Settle down. Tyrone. Sit down. My God. People, Black boys never listen. Anywho, fast forward to the 20th century, Holloway Prison became the big women's facility in 1903. Dame Lillian Barker was appointed the first female assistant commissioner in the 1920s. A huge milestone, people. My God. Let's look at who's. So what's her name? Her name is Dame Lillian Barker. Jesus Christ, she's a good guitar. My God. Anyway. Anywho, people, don't forget the motto. Don't forget the motto. Women looking after women. Then came the big shift, the Sex Discrimination Act 1975. This law pushed for equal opportunities in employment, including prisons. Over time, it led to mixed gender staffing, male officers in female prisons and female officers in male prisons. My God, I've just learned something new. Did you learn? I just learned something new. I didn't know that. I'm wondering why women in men's prisons. You know what I mean? But let me ask you a question. Should there be female officers? If you want to answer it, you can answer it. In the time of this recording, you can slide into the comments and let me know. You understand, people? Don't forget, I got the tea on the table. The table holds the tea. When I pick up the tea, I drink the tea. Wandsworth prison officer admits to sex with inmate. How long did this bloody out? Bloody out. People, they just slapped like 2 paragraphs together. I don't blame you. It's like, let's read this. Linda D. Sousa Abreu, a prison officer at HMP Wandsworth in South London, admitted to misconduct in a public office after being filmed having sex with an inmate. The incident occurred on June 27th when D. Sousa, 30, entered a prisoner's cell while on duty and engaged in sexual activity. The filthy pigeon. You filthy little pigeon. You filthy twit. Which was recorded by another inmate and quickly went viral on social media. The video led to her identification by HMP Wandsworth staff, and she was arrested by the Metropolitan Police at Heathrow Airport as the Sousa attempted to flee to Madrid. You dopey little twit, people. And thank you, prison. Thank you to the top flight British officers that caught her. Try to fly off. She tried to catch a flight. Caught her ass. Should have caught her ass and threw it in the goddamn London dungeons. Anywho, let's get back to this. Let's get back to hits. She attempted to flee to Madrid. She called the prison to resign and stated that her husband would return her work equipment. She was granted conditional bail and is scheduled to appear in court again on November the 7th. That was last year, people. The Sousa, a Fulham resident, pleaded guilty to the charge at Isleworth Crown Court. The prosecution argued that she abused her position as a prison officer and engaged in sexual misconduct with an inmate, constituting willful misconduct in a public office. Bro, gosh, that's grime daily like that. The blacks over there can write a good article. The blacks over there can write a good article, I say. Anything else we're missing? So people we over at the music kind of share. He's got the Jamaican flag right there. Yeah. Yep. So Linda D. Sousa, the prison officer at Wandsworth that made a sex tape with one of the prisoners, has released a video saying people don't know her side of the story. Let's listen to this shit right here, people. Let's listen to this shit.
Hello once again, Instagram.
Yeah.
I hope you can appreciate this is going to be a very awkward and uncomfortable conversation for me to have. I just thought I really needed to come on here and clarify a lot of things.
What's to clarify, people?
First thing being,
What's to clarify? People should know she got caught, she get catch, and she gotta do the goddamn time. Hallelujah. Every time I feel the spirit of the Lord. Anyway, let's listen to this is last year, people. Let's listen to this nonsense right here.
fake profiles of me. First thing being, there has been a lot, and I mean a lot, a tremendous amount of fake profiles of me that have been monetizing off of my misfortune, this scandal that the entire world has somehow managed to be involved in.
You know what? We let it run, you
I
know
haven't
what?
monetized one fucking bit at all. This is my only social media platform, and I only just activated it again. So if you do come across fake profiles of me asking for money, please.
People, I can tell she fall from this already. I can tell she fall. She come online. She's not worried about she going to prison. She's worried about I'm not even getting monetized off sucking Willy online, people. You can't make this shit up. She don't even... People, at the time of this recording, she's not even worried about going to prison. She's worried that all the other platforms are monetizing her sucking the sausage online, people. That's what she's worried about. She's not even worried about going to prison. And she goes, I don't know how it got out there in the public because the inmate was bloody recording you, you silly twit. People, give this plunk a slap. Oh no, she is. Slap some sense into her noggin, man. I don't know how it got out. You're a silly sausage. You silly sausage. Women, I'm trying to not to call women bitches, you know. I'm trying to use different words like pigeon, twit, and silly sausage. I'm trying to stop calling women pigeons. I mean bitches. I'm trying to change my ways. But if I do call a bitch, I say bitch respectfully. I'll say it respectfully. Internet people, do you remember the motto? Women looking after women. Remember the motto? Women looking after women. Women made all this progress for this one here to go shag the goddamn inmates, people. Ain't that some shit? My God. Elizabeth Fry did put in work in these streets for this one right here to go off and go shag the inmates. She went off and made an OnlyFans video in Wandsworth prison with an inmate, and she's worried about not getting monetized off her content for giving a Wandsworth prison inmate some slappy tappy, people. My God. Anyway, this...
Please don't fall for it. There's been a lot of GoFundMes and fake OnlyFans accounts that are not me. And I do apologise if you have fallen for it. I honestly, like, from the bottom of my heart, I apologise. But I really want to clarify that this is my only social media account and I just came back on. On the topic of impersonation, I thought it very important for me to address this very distasteful subject of OnlyFans creators impersonating, pretending to be me, and recreating the scenario of said scandal, which I am involved in. Very, very distasteful for you to monetize or advertise yourselves as me.
People, the audacity. She's talking all that shit. She's angry at other people monetizing off her misfortune when she's the one that knew what she was doing. She knew she was breaking the rules, but she's angry at the goddamn world. Ain't that some shit, people? For audacity of this lady right here. Deport her. Deport her. See this? You see this? Deport her. Anyway, let's get back to this.
For OF content. It does interfere with my trial, but furthermore, it is incredibly distasteful. Please, if you are an OF creator, refrain from tagging said prison. We all know the name of the prison. Please refrain from tagging H&P Wandsworth on your stupid videos. There are other jails in the world.
People, oh, shut up, lady. Shut up. Ah, shut up. Let's see what the internet people are saying about this. Let's see what the internet people, so nobody can see her face glitching. Rampart AI people. My man goes, we saw every angle, mate. What do you mean, your side of the story? This one right here said the media lived to sensationalize. She made a sex tape in a prison whilst working as a prison officer, prison guard. WTF? This one says, I nearly spat out my drink when I heard her say my side of the story. My dear, your only defense is if they coerce you, but it looks very consensual and conscious from this point of view. She basically said a whole load of nothing. Oh my gosh. She been caught shagging an inmate and her biggest worry is fake profiles. My God, people. People, give the internet people a round of applause. So people, let's wrap it up. So from Elizabeth Fry's noble fight to protect women prisoners in 1823 to today's challenges with integrated staffing, the role of female officers has changed dramatically, people. My God. The current epidemic highlights real problems that need addressing without ignoring the progress made, people. Solutions like involve smarter recruitment, meaning the interviewees need to do their job properly. You can't just go on a FaceTime and just employ someone. What's going on, people? Jesus. Stronger oversight, people. I think we need a honest debate about the gender roles in prisons, to be fair. My stance is I don't believe women should be prison officers in male prisons, people. I am 10 toes down when I say that shit right there, people. My word. But what are your thoughts? Slide in and let me know. And we need to treat every case seriously. If you're going to give them 3 years, they should do goddamn 3 years. How you give someone 3 years and they do 8 months, people? That even make no sense. Makes the system look like a joke. Like he can go prison, get shagged, and come out in 5 months, people. But people, my God. That is the Internet Court of Public Opinion. And thank you for joining me. I am your host, Detective Hate. Everybody, internet people, drop your thoughts in the chat. Slide in. And let me know what you thought of the goddamn show.